Good afternoon. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing well out there. If you're new to my channel, I do and give all the important information here about DoorDash, GrubHub, and Walmart Sparks. Working in deliveries in 2025 and managing the gig economy to the best of my ability. And, still understanding the market and working the market and making the most of what you can out here, especially in this world that we're in right now with inflation and all of the bad stuff that's going on. If you like my channel, feel free to hit the like button. I'm very blessed and very grateful for that as well too. So today it's going to be about the power of multi-apping and how powerful it is, especially in the micro hours that you work. And I had to toss this to you guys out there because right now it's raining heavy. It's really bad weather. But what I've noticed is that, especially with Walmart Sparks, when you work a certain amount of hours and you're so used to working those hours, and for some reason the hours for Walmart Sparks move more towards the afternoon and the evening, that I've been noticing after the summer ended and now we're in the fall, I've come to realize that Walmart Sparks works a little more later. And again, thank God for multi-apping, because now what I do is I just take the breakfast and the lunchtime and use it with DoorDash and GrubHub. And it's crazy when you actually look at it that the money is still there. I mean, maybe it's just my market. Maybe I'm just blessed. I'm just fortunate. I don't know. All right. I mean, I'm very hyper selective with my deliveries. I know what to take, what not to take. That's the power of multi-apping. When you're out here for those long hours, you're not really working those long hours. If you're very selective, if you have standards, and if you stay within certain items that you want to take on the road, then it's all about working the hours to the best of your ability to be very selective. Here, case in point. Right now it's raining heavy out here. I only have so many hours to be able to go visit a friend. And basically I have I started super early. I wanted more deliveries early, so I wanted to work like a 4 or 5 hour day. But it didn't work out. So I figured, okay, well, let me just stay around here. It's raining heavy. Let me not take anything from Walmart Sparks because of the weather itself. So I started taking a lot of DoorDash, but I didn't really think I was going to make a lot of money with DoorDash today because, I mean, even if I start taking anything for 2 or 2.5 hours, how much money am I really going to make, I was shocked. I was totally shocked. And again, this is the beauty of having other apps, because Walmart Sparks died down and wasn't sending that much at all. But yet, DoorDash is up, GrubHub is up during the lunchtime period, and it's very, very busy. And it's raining very heavy out here. And I was just saying to myself, oh my God, thank God for multi-apping. I mean, when you're out here, you have to have everything to your advantage, because you never ever know how the day is going to turn out. I mean, you could try to guesstimate, you could try to do your best to say, oh, it might be bad or it might be good. Sometimes we get emotional like that. And I factored in a very, very small number today. I said to myself, well, I'm just going to work the hours, whatever I generate, I generate. And that's what I've been leaning more towards, because when you're out here by yourself, you have to be in control of your emotions. And you can't really gauge how the day is going to turn out. Traffic, bad weather, stores that when you get there, they cancel the order on you. Those are all things you can't control. Okay? But when you come out here, when you show up, when you give it your best, and you work the time, not the money, which is what I've been doing lately, is working the time, not the money. It's amazing how the magic happens. Sometimes you're even proven wrong. When you think it's going to be a bad day, it turns out to be, a decent day. It blows my mind, And you can't really put your finger on it. You just got to show up. That's why I always tell people, when you're doing these deliveries, and I've checked this out with my AIs, because, I do have AI, ChatGPT, Grok, Gemini, and I've pumped in those numbers into my AIs, and they've told me the same thing as well too. When you work the time, not the money, the stress is less, because you're not focusing on a dollar amount. You're not focusing on an amount that you have to make. If I know that I can put in 40 hours a week of active driving time, I'm good. 40 hours out of a 7-day work week. And I can fit those hours in anywhere I want, or I could have like 1 day off, 2 days off, whatever. As long as I arrive to 40 active hours, I make my money for the week. It's just that simple. And that's what you have to do. If you want to eliminate the emotions, the stress, the feelings, do your best not to put it on a dollar amount. Put it on how much time I can work out here. How much time you can work out here, okay? I'm only going to go out for 3 hours and I'm going to see my friend in the afternoon. Or I'm only going to work for 6 hours and I'm going to go hang out with my wife. Or I'm going to work, and then each of those blocks of time, they stack up. So that by the time the end of the week comes, this is what you made for 40 hours. And that's why you should always gauge it. I mean, my market is different than your market. And, leave some comments below and let me know how your market is, what you do in your market, and how it's done. But if you research your market and you do it the right way, and you're working the hours the right way, I use a timer. So as soon as I pick up a delivery, boom, I hit the timer and I start working. As long as you're doing that, you have data, you have stats that you can look at, and you'll start to see patterns. You'll know that, well, if I work this many hours, I'm going to make this much money. Or if I work this many hours, I'm going to work this much money. Okay? And you'll see how much money you're making, and you'll see the patterns. Okay? And again, like I said, this is great bridge income. This is great income to get you by, to get you going, okay? To get you to the next thing you need or want, okay? Right now, I'm not gonna lie, I am looking for a job. I've done this for 7 years. I'm very grateful for it. And I've built myself great success with it. And I now know that if, God forbid, I get myself a job, and if it doesn't work out, I know I can always fall back on this, as long as I don't live beyond my means. And I can always turn this back on and get myself back to earning money. So I'm not at the mercy of a job that I just don't want to be at. Okay? That's power. That's great power. And you just got to learn to do your own stats. You got to learn to see what works for you. Again, it's going to surprise you. It's going to blow your mind sometimes, just like how it did with me today. I'm like, holy crap, So if anything that you can get out of this, just build numbers for yourself. If you're going to do this full time, try to learn how to do it the right way. Learn where the stores are. Learn where the Walmarts are. Learn where the food delivery. I didn't pick up one thing from Walmart today. I just did all DoorDash, all GrubHub, basically all DoorDash today, because I have a strong market that has a lot of Chick-fil-A, Popeyes. So I figured, you know what? I'm not going to be out here very long, and it's raining heavy. I really don't want to lug a lot of shopping packages around and all that stuff. So you know what? I'm just going to do food deliveries today. It's much easier, and it's a very short day. Very short day. And that's what I've been doing. And it's been great. I mean, I think if I would have stayed out longer today in this rain, I probably would have made well over $200 for the day. Okay? And again, it's bridge income. It's money that you can put in your pocket. It's get-by money that you can have for yourself that keeps you going. That's what it is. Better than being unemployed. Better than not having any money coming in at all. So Find your stats in your market, understand your market, learn your market, and your market will always be there for you. Respect the apps, and always do your best to multi-app and find out which ones work better for you. Maybe there'll be days where you just do DoorDash. Maybe there'll be days when you do DoorDash and Walmart Sparks. Maybe there'll be days when you want to do just Walmart. It's your market. You're your own boss. Keep yourself up. Always work the time, not the money. Do not put a dollar amount on how much you want to make for the day. Just go out. How many hours you want to work? 8 hours, 9 hours, 10 hours. Whatever the byproduct of those hours is, that's what you make for the day. There's a lot less stress and headaches on you. I hope you enjoyed this channel. I hope you enjoyed this. Give me 2 thumbs up. I hope you guys have a great day today.